Welcome to The Right Question, the video podcast designed to answer your questions about writing. I'm Daphne Gray Grant. Today I have a question from Rita Montgomery from Toronto, Ontario. She's a successful writer and editor who's suddenly become crippled with a lack of confidence. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Hi, Daphne. I have a question about confidence with regards to writing. So even though I've won an award for my investigative writing and I've worked as a magazine editor for 6+ years prior to my current writing position, something has overtaken my thought process and I seem to be blinded by this profound distrust in my writing abilities. And I'm sort of at a point that I feel like I want to quit even. I feel like I'm an imposter almost. It's currently taking me a torturous 10 hours to produce what should be taking me 1 hour. So if there's any advice you can provide, I'd be really appreciated.
Thanks for being brave enough to ask this question, Rita. I have some thoughts for you. I'm wondering if you're trying to edit while you write. Your comment about it taking you 10 hours to write made me think that. People who edit while they write will put one sentence into words and then start editing it immediately. Then they'll write the second sentence and start editing the first sentence all over again. This is a painful and horrible way to write. I know because I used to do it myself. When I finally quit editing while I wrote, I more than doubled my writing speed. I have some tips for beating this habit, and I'll include them in the link in the description below. I'm also wondering whether you've ever tried meditation. I know this might sound a little flaky, but trust me, it's not. There's a lot of scientific evidence about the benefits of meditating. I'm convinced you already know how to write. Your problem is self-confidence. Meditation can help with that. I started with just 5 minutes a day and then increased my time as I became more comfortable with it. You can do the same. Just sit or lie on the floor, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. Every time your mind wanders, and it will, gently take your mind back to your breathing. I know this is easier said than done, but I'll include some links in the description that will help spell it out for you. I especially liked Dan Harris's book on meditation, and I'll include a link to his site. The last thing I'd like you to ask yourself is whether your well is full enough. Now, I'm not talking about a real live well here. I'm referring to a metaphorical one. This is the place where you store all the memories of the fun things you've done. Are you seeing enough movies? Meeting enough friends for coffee or beer? Listening to enough really great music? These aren't niceties, they're essential fuel for any writer. If you don't enrich your life by getting enough exposure to whatever it is that inspires you, something that isn't work, you aren't going to be able to write. This is so important, I would even schedule time for this. And maybe start thinking about your next vacation, too. The late writer Maya Angelou said, "Every person needs to take one day away, a day in which one consciously separates the past from the future. Jobs, family, employers, and friends can exist one day without any of us. And if our egos permit us to confess, they could exist eternally in our absence." Thanks for your question, Rita. Good luck with your writing. Thanks so much for watching. If you have a question, please email, tweet, or Skype me. Details are in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'll see you next week.